Hello everyone, I'm Son of Beast, and I'm me phone, as the regular season is officially complete. And now we are about to step in the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. It's next after this. What's up guys, Son of Beast here, as all I have heard is because of what this all turns out to be, the next part of this matchup is about to be Brooklyn Nets and Miami Heat. But right now, I won't be communicating with the commentators here for today, as I will spruce things up a bit. I decided to ask someone else to give that one a shot. So, without being said, I'm about to do is to let OJ take the command, and they will be doing it for Miami Heat against Brooklyn Nets here, happening at FTX Arena. So this is the next matchup I'm about to be doing, and right now me phone will be at the halftime report to get this thing started right on the board. So with that being said, it's time for Game 5, as Miami Heat still in the lead by 3 over 1 by Brooklyn Nets that won the last game in Brooklyn. So let's see how well we do for this game to come in better shape. So let's get this thing on the board. Game 5, here we go. Here are the starting lineups for Brooklyn Nets. At a small forward position, number 1, Bruce Brown. In the forward position, number 30, Seth Curry. In from center, number 0, Andre Drummond. Into point guard position, number 11, Kyrie Irving. And in small forward position, number 7, Kevin Durant. Your head coach for the Brooklyn Nets, Steve Nash. And now, fans, it's time to get up. Here are your starting lineups for Miami Heat. Small, shooting guard position, number 55, Duncan Robinson. And forward, number 17, P.J. Tucker. That's point guard position, number 7, Kyle Lowry. At center, number 13, Bio. And his small forward position, number 22, Jimmy Butler. And your head coach for Miami Heat, Eric Spoelstra. Thanks for tuning in for another NBA playoffs. And this is about to go crazy here in Game 5 at the FTX Arena. Right now, with me as OJ, I have Fan along the sideline, and of course we have is David over to the sideline. DA's all yours.
Good evening to you, Kevin. Well, Kyle Lowry is still getting it done. He said getting older, more mature, the game slows down. You know the situations you're going to be in, and as a point guard, learn how to control the game a lot better. And he's still one of the best to do it at both ends of the floor. Kevin?
Thank you so much there, DA. Taking a look at the playing status here on board at Jimmy Butler, 21.4. And the last 5 games is 13.6.
This average could be the only man for himself. He was already putting himself in a comfortable position. Now he knows for himself that Jimmy Butler could definitely try things alone.
Right now on the sideline, the special guest for the service, I have Paintbrush with me. Hey, it's good to see you there, OJ. I'm hoping definitely that you are the commentators here for tonight, right? Of course I do. And for Steve Nash, his career record is putting up 92 over 62. And this show is about to start things on a hustle.
This is going to be a crazy game out there. Always know that the run can be the only way to get right through it.
Ball is up. Miami wins the tip-off. And we're about to start here in Miami, Florida. All fueled up and ready to go. The starting group in this lineup we have is PJ Tucker in point forward. Then it's Adebayo in the center. Jimmy Butler in small forward. Kyle Lowry in point guard. And Duncan Robinson in the shooting guard position. Start off is Kevin Durant. He has a 2-point bucket score. He has his first one in the game in Game 5. Tough round. This inbound, I always know that Kevin Durant really has putting away the secret. Now for this time, I think there might be more average out there that can go for anything. Knocked loose. It was Curry with the ball. Now he switched off to Irving. Irving back to Curry, back to Irving with the 2. Rebounded by Lowry. Now he dished off to Robinson. Only 4:05 to play here for the first period. Now he switched off to Lowry. Robinson for 3. 3-point connects. And he picks up that first one to pick it up here. And for Kyle Lowry assist, and picks up the first one. What a play. This turned out to be nice.
Fantastic. Just like he did. I wasn't even about to be here.
Kevin Durant hitting a 2-pointer out in the other end on the road. He only has 30 points. On his average was 6. And reboundage was happening here for 7 in the day.
The day below, it gets things a little bit worthy, but maybe this is all he had that brings here for tonight.
Adebayo scoops the drive, and he makes the first bucket in this game.
Bam Adebayo, always know he's that tall, but that is the only closer range that I'm looking for if there's in between the players.
And now there's another chance. If there's Rudy Gobert can try to swoop things up here with the compete of Bam Adebayo and Rudy Gobert himself. Lowry up top. Brooklyn lead by 1. Butler outside. Robinson for 3. Good to the triple. It's Jimmy Butler with the assist. Now this goes out to 8-6 run. Miami up top. Drummond against Adebayo. Adebayo on Drummond. Trying to push him out of here. He gets nice play by Adebayo. Yeah, Adebayo, of course, he's tough, much stronger ahead. He's like a little mighty heat, and that's what he knows for. Backing over is Adebayo. In a drive, pursuit, and he goes off target. The first foul is on Brooklyn. That goes for Kevin Durant, his first personal. And Bam Adebayo will head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
One thing we can call for is Bam Adebayo that has a lot of self-employment to have his own ratings. This example is currently given him on the Worthy credit, so it's for him for tonight. He might be choosing to himself to give that one a whirl.
First free throw is good for Adebayo. New changes are being called for Brooklyn and Miami. 3 players come off the court. Edwards, Griffin, and Aldridge are checked in. On the other team, too, Robinson, Butler, and Tucker checked out. And Butler moves over to point forward. As Victor Oladipo and Hero are checked in. Good on a double. That's Adebayo's second bucket of the night, along with the free throws.
Nice, well done here for Adebayo. Might be just going for another one.
2 minutes to play in the first quarter, and here's Irving on Lowry. Ivy deep. Layup drive, no good for Kyrie Irving. That happened Sunday with the loss of the buzz beater in overtime. Well, that's because of what happens here in real life. Oladipo for 3. Good on the triple. It's Lowry with the assist. Now they got some good average out there. Now they got more skills to be better than they have. Curry on Hero. Now he goes to Irving, the three. Catcher, it's good. Irving's got his first three-pointer here for Game 5, and now this is the 13-9 run. Brooklyn trail by 4, I meant. Oladipo back to Hero. Try to swoop it up on that one. Steps across. In the pursuit. Hero's got his first bucket, and it's now 15-9. That play drive is just all it tucks out from this angle that he rarely does it before. I think all of his average. He's been playing with his team for a while, but now he has a lot of it fast, reliable, and also he wants to secure the ball and be out there ready for anything. Now he dishes off to Adebayo. Over Irving, scoring to count. Adebayo gets 6 points. It's 17-9 run. They are up by 8. Irving on Kyle Lowry. Moves it over to Griffin. Butler on the attack. Pass to Curry. Screen on Griffin. Hero watches Griffin. Now it's down to 5 on the shot clock. Aldridge with the shot. Oh, he just lift. And he rebounded it up again. No shot for Aldridge. Hero, buzz beater. Oh my! What a playmaking for Tyler Hero. He's the real hero. The castaway never stops here. And what a playmaking out there for Heat. We got a great matchup here. We'll be taking a break, and we will get right to the second quarter when we come back.
Coaches wants me to be aggressive, to set the tone early in the game, and that kind of sets up all my teammates and sets the standard for the rest of the game and how I want the game to go.
His green light technique was always he's putting up a better use of it, but I may be thinking, what's going to happen if there's a choice here for green light on Kyrie Irving and wants to go for it? Well, I may have an average to take them right at the same time. And let's talk about Goran Dragic for you guys, because now this is the only player that just happened here to be traded here from Miami Heat to Brooklyn Nets. What do you guys think of how well has Goran Dragic played here for the Nets? And what do you think his average will be up for you?
I might say that the average can be very tricky for them to try to work his way on the attack. But sometimes it really gets things in the way, so I think Goran Dragic can just try to scoop things up here together. It might be going for the second time. If he wants to go for it on his own, then he should be ready for it.
And back on the other angle, what do you think, Big Russ? This can be the only discrimination I really wanted to see Goran Dragic. He might be going for it, but I think he might be playing his hard transition that he wants to get right into it. So I really like to see if we can get another angle look and go on Dragic to take his multi-career task to go for a multi-purpose points here for anybody who really wants to have a bunch of play shots. Adebayo right back to Hero for 3. Good in the triple. Hero has first 7 points. And an Adebayo with the assist.
That's a great help out there. He is all trapped, but Hero says, I'm way open.
Patty Mills, first 3-pointer for the Brooklyn Nets here for Game 5, and it's now 24-14. Hero will dish it back to Oladipo. Back to Struss. Backing over is Oladipo, moves around Adebayo. Over again, got a two-maker for Adebayo, is good. That's 10 points in the game, and after 4 games against Brooklyn, this was all that turned out, but that was all the question tip. Oh man, Struss with the block!
Oh, Struss really got there so far. How amazing do I have to recall this one? It probably may be dominant. I really like that. in between the Struss, and that's what you get for that one. He is a thrill maker. Struss for three, and a tight bad defenseman here turned out to be a rebound. Hero. And it almost kicked off. There is no call for the kickball violation. They should have, because what happened is he went right between the knees. He should have made the jump ball, kickball violation to go for. He should have got one. And that would have been a referee's job to do it. Well, now it's on the knees, and now this will be taking over again. Another alley-oop failure. Nice pickup, as Oladipo's got 5 points. And you're telling me that once that Patty Mills really needs to gain momentum out there, I think the teammate really has to go for a better chance. Next timeout is called to Brooklyn with only a minute and 38 to go. This is only a playable making mistaking out there. May not be the only way to go for the outrange of this score time. And probably because of what they have, they really want to do this thing all over again to work their way on a run. From each season, it could be a strength idea what they need to go for, but they really need to stick it together and also try to go right from the plan. And for plan B, well, you may not know anything. A new group substitution here for Miami and Brooklyn. As Jimmy Butler is checked back in, 5 players come off the court, back to the starting 5 as Blake Griffin moves to center. Irving for 2. That's a good two ball, and now this is going to be a tight inbound. Kyle Lowry faces off to Tucker. He moves over to Jimmy Butler. With the suit, 2 points, step back and counter bucket. He's got his first one for game 5. Jimmy Butler seems to be a nice player. They all really love him. I agree, always does. That's when his play comes to a believer. He might do it. Green screen on Blake Griffin. In and out. Now it's Tucker with the ball. 50 seconds to play for the first half. Back to Lowry. Now he moves right to Butler. Right to Hugh Robinson. Robinson on a bio. Great feed. And there's Robinson with the assist. Adebayo's got 12 in the game. And it's like, wow, a playmaker killer. A tough, reliable in that look here. Now here's Irving. Blake Griffin for 3. And that's a good triple ball movement here as Blake Griffin has the first 3-pointer. It's Irving with the assist. They want to stop the pressure out there. They want that. They wanted to give that one all they have that they needed to bring them back alive. Butler attacking. In the rim it goes, and in the net, it's 4 points for Butler. 3 seconds to go. Durant in deep. That will no longer be a half-court made. It's 34-19. Right now, we will have a quick break when we come back. But first, let's check in with David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We got to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, DA, thank you very much. We'll be right back. Second half, third quarter coming up next after this halftime. All right, OJ and the crew are in halftime right now. I'm MePhone 4S as we are all bringing things in here. Or I should call it MePhone 4. Let's have a recap look of Miami and Brooklyn. The closing gap goes in between with those guys that they played hard. And that should do it right now as we will head you back to the FTX Arena to start the third quarter. OJ, it's all yours. We'll see you later in the post-game show. And we welcome you back here at the FTX Arena. As we're about to start the third quarter, we've always seen something going on, and for Bam Adebayo himself.
He's the only one I've ever heard of him before. He's one of the bestest players here, always legendary. 12 points, 2 assists, and just a steal.
He is a boundary. He's boundary to make his living dream, and for all he wants to bring things again and again. So here's Drummond as we start things in the third quarter. And with Irving makes the layup, and it's going for another drive. That'll be assisted here by KD. Butler right to Adebayo. He switches back to Butler. He moves right to Lowry. With the fade back. Great shot by Kyle Lowry. He is showing his teammate off.
He's just a really only player, but he wants to give it all.
Irving on Lowry. Tries things again as Durant can cut up on Tucker. Screen on Bruce Brown. 2-pointer. It's good for Kevin Durant. That's number 2, and this one's field goals is updated. They got a lot better chances for the teams. They show something. They need to show something what they've got. This is what they need to do to keep an eyes on. Tucker over Durant. No good for the 2-pointer as this one's rebounded over by Kevin Durant. Drummond inside. Oh boy, watch out for the player. He is knocking the rim down. Well, Bernie is not wants to see that one because all of a sudden with the drive, they only had him. And with the injury right now, it's a migraine day to day for Patty Mills. He's expectedly may not be returning for next season. And a drive in for Butler is good.
Always heard about that one because of Patty Mills. He's not able pushing up his pace here, so it looks like he's out for the game.
Durant on Tucker. Screen on Andre Drummond. He does it again. Double man. Cover it up as Drummond. And the jump ball is on Adebayo and Drummond. He makes the thumbs, and that's what he calls for.
What a great block here, and that was him. He was knocking things out, and something was happening to him with stress.
He was whipped away. All of a sudden, this was all that happened to him with Patty Mills. That could be something dangerous that nobody has ever heard of this one before. It might be dangerous to hear it. And Tucker wins the jump ball. Here's Adebayo. Dunks it through! What a show! I'm PJ Tucker with the assist. Oh man, Bam Adebayo, he's bamming it on the rim. How in the world do you have to see that? This is like a world's best class out there. Oh, Drummond puts a revenge on them, and the timeout is called by Miami. Only 2:42 left to go, and it's now 40-27. We have a lot of momentum out there. We've got something going on here straight through the top. And that's Bernie right over there, the mascot that you're looking at. Could be showing anybody that wants to show the shirts off. Now the new change up here, that will be a little bit more better. 1 block, 1 steal, and 1 turnover. But only 1 for steal and 1 turnover has been released. So it could be a bit of a short of the angle, but it might be something different here if there's a chance for them to try to work their attack. I always bet here if there's something else out there, more than ever that meets the eye, there might be someone else here that could definitely take it all. New changes coming up here for Miami and for Brooklyn. Changing up here for the encore. Now Butler. This is off to Murray. He drives through. Then a shot made by Morton. He's got his first bucket, and he's on the board.
Well played for Martin. Always knows himself. He's great.
Kyrie Irving, another drive in, and another defensive breakdown has put up half the effort. 9 points for Irving, only 4 out of 7 fragment. Butler, bounce pass to Martin. Back to Butler, drives in, and another scoring drought for Jimmy Butler. They've got some heat pressures. They are all over the place. They are looking for another one to get back in the second round. Thomas in pursuit. Makes a drive, and another 2-point layup goes in. Lowry again. Pushes up to Martin. Martin rolling over is Lowry. And try to work his attacker to try to make him loose. Make him pay. 5 to shoot. Lowry for 3. Good on the triple. That's another 3-pointer for Miami. 5 points for Lowry, and they're up ahead.
Those plays can be one by one. Ha-ha. That's what I was thinking of. Not quite impressive.
Now we're down, approaching a minute left here as Lowry enters it on the other side. This is off to Butler. Martin helps the screen. Butler in pursuit, attacking around. Aldridge gets it back, but he misses off to Hero. Right now, Patty Mills is still back on the court, and he's all good to go. LaMarcus Aldridge is fouled as Martin goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. Looks like that LaMarcus Aldridge, what happened to he was putting so much pressure on it. It is going too hard and too much with the defensive to try to stop it. And because of Eric Spoelstra, he was telling them to try to work that attack. That would have been called a charging. It would not be called a charging foul for Steve Nash. But for Eric Spoelstra, that should have been a help here in the paint. That's what they need. First free throw for Martin is good. New changes here for the Nets. As it's now Mills, Claxton, Thomas, Aldridge out. Edwards, Griffin, and Sharp are checked in as Thomas moves to shooting guard. And Martin delivers a 2 free throw. Under 40 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Thomas on Oladipo. Screen on Aldridge. Sharp. Inside Sharp, and he's fouled. The push-off is on Martin, and that was going to be a first-team foul on Miami. Yeah, because of that one, he was pushing his Sharp out there, and Eric Spoelstra would have told to remind it that it would be hard not to push through it. Well, now in the case of the fact, it's now Sharp at the free throw line, shooting 2 for Brooklyn. First free throw knocked off and away. And that will be a really disappointment for Martin to be stepped out. Yeah, because of what happened is, this is what they really pushed it through. It was too much for him. B.J. Tucker checking in for Martin, and one more shot left for Sharp. Second free throw is good for Sharp. Lowry with the ball. Nearly approaching down to 20 seconds. And Oladipo gives it off to Butler. Hero outside. Coming inside, Butler. Great feed, but it's off the hook. Irving trying to make a step in. Painter, good to go. Now he gets another 2-pointer, and this average is turning up there wide ahead. And that closes the third quarter, 49-36. We are almost down to one more quarter left. And Miami Heat is looking for a pressure to head on into the second round to face against the winning team in between the Bulls or the Sixers. It's coming up next for the fourth quarter when we come back. All the pride, all for the money. Let's see what happens, if there's a chance. And a moment now to resist the State Farm assist of the game. And I'm definitely glad though, how better can I see how this play goes? That was a great communication for Bam Adebayo to Tyler Hero in the first period. Now with all he has to know, he's got a great solution here. What a communicator that he put it up for his best performance run in the first period. And glad you joined with us here today as we are underway to finish the fourth quarter of the playoffs in Game 5. Butler back to Robinson. With the 2, Bryant scoops it in. It's Robinson with 8 points. He's like only on cannon. He's like on fire. Might be pulling things up where he goes for. Rebounded again by Hero. Tucker back to Hero. Bounce pass to Butler. Goes around a lap. Butler can't get it to go. Now Durant puts on Curry. Back to Irving. Screen on Blake Griffin. Inside, alley-oop successful. And it's Irving with the assist. Those field goals are putting up increasement here for Brooklyn. But for Miami Heat, they got 70 right now on this board. This all average was nothing to be compared with. Tucker back to Lowry. 2 up. Another 2-point drive. And it's Lowry with 7 points. And that's the number on the back. Yep, you call that one. I know this one's the only player that does it. Wow, Lowry unable to make a defensive contracted throw, but now he only has 1 point behind Bam Adebayo. Robinson dishes off to Butler. Layup scoops again for Butler, and he has 10. It's 55-40, only 3:10 to go. This only turns out for them. They really got showing the angles here. Almost stepped into backcourt violation, but didn't see the player spooked out for PJ Tucker to resist. Kyrie Irving has 15 points. Bounce pass, the long way down to Hero. Now he dishes off to Lowry. Butler comes in for the screen. And great feed, shot, counts, and one! Butler making history! And it's Lowry with the assist! What a believing! This is all that Jimmy Butler has. He gets it all. Blake Griffin is checked out as Andre Drummond is checked back in. 4 players are checked out as Butler moves over to small forward. Back to the starting 5 as Hero is checked out. And he's a killer. Butler has 13. It's 58-42. Irving again on Lowry. And his calls a block. With Lowry with the first personal. And another team foul is given up to Miami. That's like a disappointing call. It looks like he was not getting it close. He wasn't going to push that hard. But if there was an elbow that was on him, that would have been an offensive foul. Or even a body chest. Drummond against Adebayo. Bam Adebayo helping it, but they couldn't get it back. Yeah, it looks like Adebayo should have stepped up a little bit. Now he needs to go right in the average. Finds Drummond, and he's fouled, and Adebayo gets wrecked. Not just a good call anyway, because all that happened is that Bam Adebayo unlucky enough to try to make them pay. Andre Drummond did the free throw line shooting 2 as they're increasing another 2-point average for the free throws here for Brooklyn. Well, it doesn't go at first free throw. Steve Nash getting a little worried out there because of Andre Drummond. He would have gotten a better solution to get close in the range. And now it's not working really well. They know because the coaches they're kind of getting frustrated already. Sometimes it goes to the opponent teams, and sometimes it goes right into the home teams. Now here's Butler. 58-43 is your score, as we're also almost approaching down to 2 minutes. Jump out of Adebayo to Robinson. Moves over to Butler. Right around Brown. Great drive feed as Butler gets 15. Just 2 minutes left here for the fourth quarter. Durant on Tucker. Tucker gets away from Drummond. And Drummond sends a flying dunk. That was all he got pulled out. Nothing can stop on Drummond, and that's what his two can bring in for the jam. And that was an AT&T 5G slam cam. What a perfect play here for Brooklyn so far. Robinson dishing it off to Tucker. And another scoop drive for Tucker. That's his first bucket in for the fourth quarter. Bernie's like over to you like, oh yeah, Tucker's all good here. He dished off to Drummond, and Drummond did it again. And it's Irving with the assist. They're outscoring their field goals here in between the range. 14 out of 19 for the Heat. But 12 and 19 can be challenging. Adebayo comes help out for Lowry. And he scoops it in. Timeout called by Brooklyn with 1:09 to remain. Man, the Heat's fans are exploding. They really like to see him play. Now they've got a great average here to work their way up to the next round. Just about 1:09 to remain here in the fourth quarter. Fan, if you think there is a chance in between the Bulls and the Sixers, what do you think what the average will be? If there's a chance here for the Sixers or the Bulls here in Game 6.
Well, I could be saying it, and it's really that hard what they are looking for. I'm pretty sure there's another chance out there that might be going for another take. It can be very tricky, and my prediction has to go with the Sixers. They must go for it. They have to go for it because if all that happens here, they already have the lead pressured up, and I think there is a chance there, kind of getting out pushing by. Like, they really need to, go for it anyway.
I would have to say that the Bulls need to tie this thing up. I want to see what the Game 7 could be, the sudden death. And now your New Balance player of the game for this year of the Game 5 History Month, Kyrie Irving. The name of Uncle Drew is always sending things. I don't know what to say about them, but this is all what I felt that Kyrie Irving was to deliver into playmaking through, just like in Game 4.
He's well at that point, and a great job.
New changes are being released here for Brooklyn and Miami. Coming in now, he finds Dragic. Edwards for two, delivers attacking. A three-pointer average is increasing against a populator, and now they are pulling it up ahead. Here's Vincent. He dishes off to Struss. Moves it over to Martin. An overhead pass over Morris. Markieff Morris looking for his timing effort. What a play! Markieff Morris gets his first bucket. And that's a playmaking through the action. Awesome run. Now you get the fact here that this one is an offside. Vincent back again. Moves it over to Yurtseven. Yurtseven up back to Vincent. He moves back to Markieff Morris. Oh, Oh, he goes again and gets denied by LaMarcus Aldridge. 10 seconds, last position for Brooklyn. Dragic for three. Good, and another one is put in a moneymaker for Brooklyn. But unfortunately, this ends here in Game 5. Vincent and the whole team of Miami Heat are moving on to the second round as they win the series 4-1. Great, amazing plays here for the season, and they all gives a good game to Miami and for Brooklyn. I know to say, it's all they have here so far. And now to close things up is David Aldridge. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, man. Congrats on the win. This arena was rocking tonight. What difference does it make when they're loud like this?
Man, this place get the rocking, man. I love it playing in front of my Heat fans, man. That's so wonderful, bro. And they stay behind us 24/7 no matter what, and we can't thank them enough for that.
Yeah, you fed off of them tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you very much here, and with all appreciation, me as OJ, along with Fan and Paintbrush. This has been a presentation of the NBA playoffs on NBA 2K Sports of the NBA 2K22. Me, Paintbrush, and Fan are gone. Thank you for watching. Back to you, me, phone, for the post game. All right, there. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night here in Miami. And we hope to see you again there very soon. Now, let's take a look at the status of the 3-star players of the game. Number 3 we have is the only man himself that gets it right through. It was a tie in between. But first, Bam Adebayo. He's only received his first dunk. Wow. And now only 14 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal has picked up on his way through. Well done with the play of Bam Adebayo. Next on number list here for number 2 is Kyrie Irving. He didn't get that far with the rebounds, but all he had done was 15 points, 5 assists, and just foul. Nothing just going back here from insane score that he has been played. Many of you think Irving is right on the top. There might be some solution that can get right to it. And because of Patty Mills, he was migraine that happened already here this month. Well, I guess we'll have to just return him for next season. So we come back for this guy to be returned and be on the healthy list for next season. And for number 1, Jimmy Butler. 15 points, 2 rebounds, and whopping 4 assists. A best play ever. Off the rebound was only 1. They got some good skills here. They really tacked it off. Well, that's it for this game. Heat and Nets has already been finished. And now the Heat is waiting for the winning team in between the Bulls and the Sixers. There might be some choice option that might get from here, but we don't know what will happen. Anyway, me phone is gone. The next game that we will be seeing is the rematching of the take for tomorrow. That will be the Timberwolves and the Grizzlies, along with the Bucks and Cavaliers. So that should conclude for today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everyone, for as a while as the NBA playoffs of the NBA 2K22 dial. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night in the heat of Miami, of southeastern Florida. And, of course, the Brooklyn way. Brooklyn of New York. Till next time, folks.